Reveal yourself, Henrietta Lacks. Is it justified that you be taken advantage of because words such as DNA and clone are misunderstood by you? Because your worth as a human being is ignored because you are black? Did they stop your treatment because you were black? Because treating you was a privilege because no other hospitals treated blacks? But they lied about your condition, stole from you, and left you with nothing but pain. You suffered horribly, with black burns on your fair skin, and many tumors within you. You could not even urinate and suffered a miserable death, but yet you were strong. Upon your death, they put you in the color freezer, as if death does not consume all the same. 1951, they stole from you and relied on your ignorance and left you in the dark. You, Henrietta, for 60 years, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Henrietta Lacks ahead. Henrietta, are you really dead? Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. It could have been anyone. You were the chosen one. Save everyone. At the young age of 31, you left your family, and they suffered at the hands of injustice. They, though unfaithful, a blind lab rat, and unaware of your very importance. A poor, southern tobacco farmer, like you, manipulated, abused. Could you imagine yourself in every lab around the globe, in every petri dish for the last 60 years? Cells divided so many times they could wrap around the earth 3 times. Yet your name was hidden, unknown, and unimportant. Gila is everywhere. Henrietta is nearly non-existent. You, Henrietta, for 60 years, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Henrietta Lacks ahead. Henrietta, are you really dead? Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. It could have been anyone. You were the chosen one. You might just save everyone. CellServe is making profit from your cells, growing pieces of you for $65 a kit, giving you no profit, not a dime seen by your family. They suffer, poor, and unable to afford basic health insurance, but your cells have saved the lives of many. You died, your children, Deborah and Joe, uncared for and abused, your beloved Elsie, forgotten, wondering why her mommy doesn't visit anymore. Your children in poverty, struggling while doctors like George Gay grow angry because people wonder where Gila came from and because his cells are not being used the way he wishes. Your daughter Deborah running from your enemy, running from the theft of her flower. William Scherer, microbiological associates, and even Sam Reeder have made billions from you. Would you have known that Rebecca Skloot, a woman, came to the aid of your family, told your story, and explained to your kin the injustice and how important you are? You, Henrietta, for 60 years, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Henrietta Lacks ahead. Henrietta, are you really dead? Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. It could have been anyone. You were the chosen one. You might just save everyone. The world owes you a thank you, a contribution for your gift. Without you, no polio vaccine, the discovery of telomerase. They even sent you into space. If our mother's cells done so much for medicine, how come her family can't afford to see no doctors? Your daughter Deborah spoke. Is it time to take scientists out the lab and into the courts? Can a scientist be humane and do his job as well? Why not? Would any white man want profit for what was taken from him, his rightful property? Johns Hopkins stole from you and did not hesitate to flourish from you. Greedily they shout they owe you nothing when we the world owes you heavily. Dr. Gay, infamous in his greed, is on television, in newspapers, all stemmed from you. Johns Hopkins, if you could see it now, stands tall, large, ignoring your family's phone calls and questions, curiosity for their mother's spiritual well-being, engulfed in greed, no intentions of sharing, no participation in ethical or moral standards. You, Henrietta, for 60 years, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Henrietta Lacks ahead. Henrietta, are you really dead? Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. Henrietta, nobody knows it was you. It could have been anyone. You were the chosen one. You might just save everyone. Your name will be known, your worth will be shown, and justice will be served. The thank you that you deserve will be delivered. Thank you.